Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we have a software company selling a new game in both a standard edition and a collector's edition. So they have two versions of this game. The box for the standard edition has a volume of 20 cubic inches, and the box for the collector's edition has a volume of 30 cubic inches. The company receives an order for 75 copies of the game. So in total, between the standard editions and the collector's editions, they have a total of 75 games. And the total volume of the order is 1,870 cubic inches. And we're asked which of the following systems of equations can be used to determine the number of standard edition games. So standard edition, we're representing with S, and collector's edition in C. So the first thing we're told is that the company receives an order for 75 copies of the game. So the standard edition games plus the collector's edition games add up to 75. That means S plus C is equal to 75. Okay. And we're told that the total volume equals 1,870. So this is the volume of the standard editions plus the volume of the collector's editions. The volume of both of these combined is 1,870. So how do we find these individual volumes? Well, the volume of all the standard editions is going to be the number of them times the volume of one. Right? If you have 5 games and they're 10 cubic inches each, they are a combined 5 times 10. They are a combined 50 cubic inches. That's how we're finding the volume. Same thing with the collectors. It's the number of them, the number of collector's editions that they're selling, times the volume of one. And this is going to be equal to 1870. So now we just have to plug in for these phrases that we have here. We can plug in values or variables into this, and we'll get our second equation. This is our first equation. We're now finding our second equation. So the number of standard edition games, we were told we're going to use S for that. So we have S times the volume of one standard edition game is 20 cubic inches. So S times 20 plus the number of collector's editions, we told is C, times the volume of one, well, each collector's edition has a volume of 30. This is equal to 1,870. So we have 20S plus 30C is equal to 1,870, right? Just multiplying these out, get them in the form that they have in the final answers. And we have 20S plus 30C is equal to 1,870. And we can notice that this equation is only in one of the options. So we have sort of the same equation with a little bit of difference, and then the other equation with a little bit of difference. So this is clearly the 1870 equation in the second place here. So we have 20S plus 30C. So we have 20S plus 30C equals 1870. That's good. This is 30S plus 20C, so they flip the numbers, so that's not good. This is, if we distribute, 25S plus 25C, so that's not good either. And then 30S plus 20C is, again, the same thing they had here. It's flipped. So we know that A must be our answer because that's the only one with this equation in it. But 75S minus C is not this equation. And that's because they've done one more step. If we write that here, we have S plus C equals 75. This is the variable that this is the equation that we found. If you subtract S from both sides, you get C is equal to 75 minus S. And if you just flip the sides around, 75 minus S is equal to C, then you get the equation that they have here, and we can be sure that A is going to be the final answer. As always, thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.